Ahoy, morning breathers. Welcome to Friday.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, indeed. Happy Friday, producer Nikki G.
Ahoy, Skipper.
Ahoy. Looking pretty skipper yourself this morning. Orange and gray going on.
Rocking the vest.
Got the Carhartt vest.
Carhartt vest.
Something
Ariat sweatshirt.
pullover hoodie.
Yep.
You're not going to get cold. It's warm out this morning. It's not too bad.
It's not too bad. I think it's cold in here today.
Oh.
I know. I know
man.
you would disagree. I'm
Please
just
don't.
saying.
Don't turn the heat up.
I'm not going to, but I'm just saying.
Your feet are cold?
My feet are cold.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Get one of those things that do this.
Yeah, exactly. Just under the table.
Nobody will know. It's quiet. Whisper quiet.
Whisper quiet.
As you rock yourself to sleep.
Yeah, well, there's some of those people set up, those the big, huge balls, the balance ball things. Mm-hmm. Some people use those as like desk chairs and just sit on them all day long. Helps the core.
Say that's good for you.
It's good for the core. You can do that and pedal at the same time.
Look at that.
I know.
You'd be
skin
back to running marathons.
It'd be skin and bones at the end of the day. or not.
I tell myself, well, then I might as well go have some more snacks because I'm working all that
Exactly. It'd be hard to sit on the ball, exercise, and drink soda and eat candy bars all day long. So
that's when when you're engaging most of your core.
Exactly.
When you're eating at the same time. I'm a big believer in you can get more gas in your car if you leave it running, filling it up. Right? Might as well get it clear full.
I don't know if the science supports that or not, but whatever.
It's a thought.
It's a theory. It's a theory. It's better than any one I have. Well, I've never thought that much about it.
Yeah. There's another theory I have that I might talk about off air.
All right, fair enough.
I just don't think I want to bring that up today.
Fair enough.
Happy Friday to you, boss man.
Ahoy, Skipper.
Okay. So, let's start off with the mention of the Southeast Iowa Union is sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
Thanks, Casey, and all the gang over at KCTC, North and South.
North and South.
North and South.
I think they're moving further south.
Yeah. Washington.
Wayland.
I don't know if they have a store, but they cover a big swath now.
Yeah, they do.
Not sure where all it goes. And then the three of us, the Morning Breath crew this morning, we are sponsored by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank you, Willie.
Thanks, Willie. And all of our local Hy-Vees and Hy-Vee Fast and Freshes that Willie's got something to do with.
Fast and Freshes.
So there's a couple newsworthy things that have been on my mind.
Oh, good, because I was looking at the news this morning and saw nothing.
Well, these are from a couple days ago. Well, this one was from this morning. So what I'm noticing, and I've plucked two because they're very noticeable, where judges are saying, no, I don't agree with what you're doing, Elon Musk. In this particular case, Tesla and their shareholders have agreed to a compensation package for Mr. Musk, and the judge says, nope, I don't like it, therefore you won't have that in place. How does that happen?
I don't know how that happens. We talked briefly about this yesterday, and it just I don't know why. I don't know why a judge needs to get his fingers in it at all.
Yeah, so I don't get that, and it's a big number, right? 56 million or something. But who cares? It's a privately owned company.
It is.
That's
maybe is it private? I was gonna say, is it public?
It's maybe it's not. Maybe it's public. But apparently it is public because the shareholders voted for this.
Right.
Said, hey, it's okay. We're on board.
Well, the shareholders could also vote him out if they didn't like it, right?
They could. They can't make him not owner, but I assume he holds the CEO position, which is, I think this is what this is as well. And there was another one that came out today where a judge says, yeah, Boeing, I don't like your guilty plea. So they pled guilty over the 737 MAX issue several years back.
Right.
And the judge says, nah, I rescind your guilty plea. I'm paraphrasing.
Sure.
Just parts about the whatever the thing they didn't like.
Well, you're either guilty or not. So is
I mean,
he?
if
So is the
it's
judge
been
saying?
done.
Is the judge saying they're not guilty?
The judge, no, I think maybe they didn't like the deal that was put together.
Oh, the plea deal or whatever.
Which that happened to somebody else famous famous for being a son of the president. That happened to them.
Yep.
They had a plea deal, but that was kind of blatant.
Yep.
Weird. So maybe this is somewhat like that, but I don't know. I'm just seeing the judges and DOJs getting their fingers into everything.
And where that doesn't need to be.
Everything. And so what's prompting this? I think I've told you before. I said, I've never seen the DOJ's that term in so many stories.
Yeah, true. Jimmy says
as ever.
Jimmy says the judge rejected the deal, not the
deal?
plea.
Yeah.
The deal.
Thanks for straightening me out, but
But the facts remain the same.
Yeah. Everybody was happy a second ago, and I don't know. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm not an attorney.
I'd play one on TV.
I don't even play one on TV.
I stayed at Holiday Inn Express last night.
I haven't done that. Can't even say that I'm
then
that
you're
good.
then you're out all the way
I am out.
around.
I can't do it.
You're out all the way around.
Can't do it. So there's my Monday morning soapbox. What the hell's going on?
Except for it's Friday, so
It is Friday. And we're warming up. I heard like 40-some degrees Sunday. I don't know.
I think I saw 50s.
Maybe it's 50.
Yeah, something.
What do you think of that?
I'll take it.
Let's go golfing.
No,
No?
still
There's
too
no
cold.
snow on the ground?
Yep, still too cold.
No.
Yes, 50 degrees to golf is too cold.
Okay.
So I wanted to bring this up.
Okay.
So we asked a couple questions yesterday. What job you want to be when you're a kid, and why aren't you doing it now?
Oh, yeah.
And kind of after we went off the air, there was one more that I brought up. So nobody heard this, but if you could have an animal as a sidekick, which would you choose?
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily need an answer from you or me, but as soon as I asked that, Nikki G, within seconds, says, "What'd you say, Nikki G?"
Kangaroo.
Kangaroo. So Nikki G had thought about that before because he did not hesitate at all.
I wish I could explain that more fluently, because as soon as the sound stopped out of your mouth, kangaroo started.
Kangaroo started.
It was immediate.
It was immediate. So this is something that's been on your mind for a while, Nikki G. So I think you need to elaborate on that. Why a kangaroo?
I don't know. I think it was fun to have one. And
It'd be fun to have a kangaroo.
oh yeah,
What do they eat?
good question.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd only have a kangaroo
Humans.
for a brief period of time because then it would die. He wouldn't feed it, but
Oh, I'd feed it.
Be
Feed it some dog food.
PETA would have a show.
feed it dog food. I
You
don't
got plenty of that.
I thought that story needed to be told, that he knew that answer immediately.
It was odd that you had an answer this quickly. It's either you've been thinking about it for a long time, or that's just it was
just what
a
popped in my
game
head,
you used to
just-
play as a kid, and it was just a
Like a light bulb went off as a
initial-
kangaroo.
Yeah, this is my first reaction. Kangaroo,
Yes. And you've selected
elephant.
elephant. I think that, not that any of these are convenient, but I think an elephant would be the least convenient of all
I think it'd be
sidekicks.
badass to have an elephant, because you could ride it.
You could, true. You're not riding a kangaroo.
You could box the kangaroo.
You could box the kangaroo, but
My elephant's trunk would dispose of your kangaroo in a moment. The only thing that would worry me and my elephant is if somebody had a giraffe. And you know how I feel about giraffes. Scary.
They're deadly.
Scary. They'll knock you off your feet.
We had a whole thing about that. Go back in the archives and you can see our giraffe episode where we talk quite extensively about it.
They get their head moving pretty fast if they want to whack somebody.
Yeah. So,
Inertia.
yeah, but an elephant also a different choice.
It is. But I'd like to make a statement. And,
I think-
apparently I want to make an entrance.
I think that would do it. If you walked in with an elephant, I would notice you immediately. There would be no question about that.
Did you pick an animal?
I think I picked a tiger.
Tiger, yeah. And I briefly thought about a tiger or lion or something.
Yeah. Well, I
I
think
don't want to become dinner either.
so. Well, yeah, true. But I think a tiger would be badass.
It would.
If you walk in with a tiger, ain't nobody messing with you.
That's what LSU thinks.
That's exactly right. Exactly. And they went 7-5 this year.
Yes,
so, or whatever. So anyway, I just thought that was, I loved Nikki G's answer. Kangaroo. I would have, I would have had to have a lot of guesses before I would have got to kangaroo.
Kangaroo, I'm not even sure that would make my top 10 or 20. I'm everybody their own taste. I'm not saying it's a wrong answer, Nikki.
There's no wrong answers.
I'm just saying it'd take me a bit to get. I mean, I might have picked a koala before a kangaroo. Just you're a sloth.
Yeah, well,
kind of cool.
Sloths have been kind of cool.
Yeah. So why?
You're just docile.
I know they just kind of hang out in the corner.
Yeah.
Although we talked
really
about
slow.
koalas once too.
They have a mean streak.
They have a mean streak, but they eat these eucalyptus leaves, and eucalyptus leaves act as kind of like marijuana for the koalas. So they're pretty much stoned all of the time. They hang out in trees. They were having troubles with the wildfires in Australia because the koalas would not run away from the fire.
Oh, look at the light.
They're like, the light, man. We're just gonna hang out here. So I suppose if you want a little stoned bear to hang out with all day, then
Koala might work.
the koala might be your thing.
Like American Dad. There's a koala in there.
Is there? Is he stoned all the time?
American Dad. I don't watch that show.
I think I've seen it. Didn't he date the girl?
Yeah, the daughter.
Yeah, the daughter. Yeah.
So,
So there you go.
speaking of shows, American Dad. It's a cartoon, right?
It is a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch cartoons.
You don't watch Family Guy?
Diplomat. No, I don't watch Family Guy.
All right.
No.
Diplomat. All right. Diplomat. What about Diplomat?
Diplomat. That's the show you should watch.
What's that on?
Netflix.
Okay.
If you're done with Breaking Bad for the 14th time.
I am done with it. I got all the way through it. Then I watched El Camino after that.
Oh, El Camino. That's a good one.
Yeah. So anyway,
Diplomat. Watch that and tell me your thoughts.
All right.
It's only got 2 seasons, so you can watch it pretty quick.
all right. Well, it's a football weekend, so
You don't have
won't
to
be
do it this weekend. Sometime. So that's what the wife and I are watching now currently.
All right.
We are done with season 2.
So now what? So that's my biggest problem. Like Yellowstone, I love Yellowstone. I watched it all the way through, streamed it, and now there's a new season that just started, and it's on Sunday nights. And I watched the first episode, and now I haven't watched. So now I'm lost. I hate it when to start something when it's not done. Mm-hmm. It like takes 2 years before the next one comes out.
Look what Netflix has done to us.
I know.
Now we just like to, we need gratification.
I wanna
We need
blow
get
through
done
it.
with it in 2 or 3 days.
When we were
Whatever.
kids, sometimes it took 8 years to get through a whole series.
Yeah. Who Shot JR?
Exactly.
That probably took 2 years.
Probably. It did. It took over the summer.
Yeah.
So-
So that's the difference.
Jimmy says Diplomat's fantastic. So
It
he
is
agrees.
a good one.
He agrees with you.
Thought provoking. It's different. There's actors in it that you don't know, you just don't see before. So I don't know if it's a Netflix thing or I don't really know. I mean, it's on Netflix, but I don't know if it's a Netflix.
Okay. All right.
What else we got to talk about? Anything else? You kind of come up with some strange things.
Well, I
got talked to again the other day about they didn't know I felt so strongly about cookie tacos.
I know that was so odd. you were
adamant.
Was it the cookie tacos or was it the TikTok part of it?
It's the TikTok.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. So I'm still going to come up with a weekly segment, TikTok trends, just to see if we can get you going.
What pisses Tim off?
What pisses Tim off today? Today on TikTok, we have this.
Because I'm not looking for it.
Yeah, well, like I said, I didn't actually see it on TikTok. I saw it.
You weren't
There was a
part of
news story about it.
You weren't part of the trendy.
I was not part
You
of
were
the
not
trend.
the trendy.
Oh, Ray says koalas are also riddled with STDs, specifically chlamydia.
Good Lord,
So
Ray.
stoned.
That's a downer.
Stoned and diseased.
They just have sex all the time.
Just put a bamboo in the corner and let your diseased stoned monkey or bear just hang out in your house. I'll
See,
stick with my tiger.
Elephant's looking better and better,
Stick with
isn't
my
it?
tiger. Exactly. So I got nothing specific. I literally, my paper says
Yeah.
random facts.
Random facts.
So I'll just throw out a few.
There's this page, this strange thing we haven't done, but we only got another
I know.
episode to burn.
Yeah, so there are vending machines in Istanbul that dispense food and water to stray dogs if they find and drop in recycled plastic bottle.
That would be a treat to have your dog do that.
Yeah, a man.
Once they figure that out, though,
Yeah, it's
it'll
all
be nothing. They'll be all cleaned up.
exactly. Well, that's the point, right? A man once carried a full-grown horse on his shoulders for 3 miles after he was bitten by a snake.
The horse was.
The horse was, and the horse lived.
Wow, that's a strong man.
Yeah. If there was a snake that bit my horse, I might love my horse, but I'm just running because it's a snake. And the horse is going to have to take care of himself.
Sorry,
Sorry, horse.
Mr. Ed, you're on your own.
You're done. And speaking of lovable bears, in China, killing a panda is punishable by death.
Yeah, you don't mess with that.
Nope.
You don't mess with panda. Panda'd be kind of a fun one too.
So what? I don't know. Well, maybe, I guess. So this story went around a while. So if it's a dog painted like a panda, is that still punishable by death?
Well, you could plead guilty, and a judge would probably overthrow the
And it all
plea,
comes full circle.
and it comes full circle.
Comes full circle.
Let us take our first break, and we'll be back after a bit.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you with a flexible financing you need to install that all-season room or remodel your kitchen with a home equity line of credit. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
Ahoy, morning breathers.
Or Breckers.
They're breakers.
Whatever.
Welcome to our Friday edition of the Morning Breath. Had one of those in a while. Is there anybody we need to say hello to other than Jimmy and?
There are, but I didn't keep notes today. I normally do.
Well, I just got
My
it.
mom's here. Cindy's here.
Cindy's here. She agrees with
Jimmy,
me.
Jeff.
TikTok is not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah. So, well, I've told you, I do have TikTok, and I don't look at it very often, but when I do, I make sure I got time because it's a time suck like nobody's business.
Really?
Yes. You can
More
go.
than reels and all that stuff.
Well,
You have you look
basically,
at reels?
basically the same thing, but something about TikTok, I don't know. Anyway, I don't do it.
I'm staying away from it like cocaine.
Yeah, like cocaine.
Heroin's okay.
Blue meth. Just a little jolt.
Just kidding about all that, folks.
Little jolt in the morning. So one more random fact, and then we can move to something else. 1859.
Oh yeah.
You remember that? 24 rabbits were released in Australia.
That they've never been rabbits in Australia before.
Apparently not.
Okay.
There are now. Within 6 years, guess
Yeah.
how many there were?
How many were released in the beginning?
24.
24 at that time. They had to carry the 260 million.
Well, not quite that many, but
Okay.
2 million in 6 years. So prolific reproducers they are.
Yeah.
So
I think they could have a little chlamydia.
well, they get around.
and I think they're short cycles, you know.
I think
you can
that's
have lots of rabbits a year.
I think that's just rude that you talk about the rabbit short cycles. That's just disrespectful.
No, the female can turn.
Oh, all right.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. It's your story, man.
You see the male rabbit smoking a cigarette for 4 minutes.
Exactly. It's like,
Back
all right,
at her.
Let's go. I'm ready.
All right. Hope nobody knows what we're talking about.
It doesn't matter.
Multi-million-dollar ideas. This was on page 2. I didn't even bother to look at it until you mentioned it.
Yeah.
I like this one. So the things that make this world tick that we don't think about from day to day. How about this one? Crime scene cleanup.
Yes.
So Laura Spalding saw a business opportunity to decontamination service and started cleaning crime scenes up. Her second year, she started hiring employees, expanded her business to also clean up meth labs and hoarders. She now runs a multi-million-dollar franchise business. There's only one like her.
Yeah, and it's a legitimate business and good for her. If you watch those hoarding shows or even the crime scene shows, it's the same thing.
That's crazy.
That is nuts. I mean, to go in and I don't even know where you'd start. Also, if there was a horrific accident or murder or something, where do you start? I mean, it's just. But
well, they had, when what was that show? What was that show? I'll think of it. Say again.
Hoarders?
No, it was a movie with John Travolta and
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
That
you
guy
called somebody.
Yep.
And they cleaned it up.
And they cleaned it up.
So the company exists, but it's very quiet.
I'm not saying it's a bad business to be in. I'm just not sure I would have the stomach for it.
Probably very expensive.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd have the stomach for it. So slap bracelets. We all know about slap bracelets, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, substitute teacher from Wisconsin, pulled out a self-rolling measuring tape one day and it automatically curled up around his wrist. Light bulb went off. He instantly thought it would make a cool bracelet. When covered in fabric, he found an agent who finally found a buyer who agreed to distribute slap wraps and gave both Anders and the agent royalties, and he is now a multi-millionaire.
Isn't that something? And I've got a host of them in my
Oh, I know.
office.
Yeah. You just
Didn't really realize it was a thing, but the kids love them.
The kids
we
do.
gave them out for Halloween.
Yeah.
Kids loved them.
Yep.
Can I take 2? Yeah, take 4.
It cost me 2 cents.
Indeed. How about you? We've all seen that fish that sits on the wall.
Not only have I seen it, I own one.
You have one.
I do have one.
Did you get the latest versions of all these? The Trumpy ones?
Oh, no. Nope, did not.
Singing fish. This guy named Joe and his wife says his wife gave him my idea of big mouth Billy Bass, and all you have to do is give somebody an idea, and he's going to go to work and figure it out. So he's the one that made that bass on the wall that if you clapped or talked to it or something, its head would come alive. And yeah, he's made $100 million in revenue so far.
I have one. My kids loved it. My grandkids love it. Think it's the greatest thing ever.
Dude, you never know what it's going to go.
Exactly. You could pretend to be Santa Claus. In 2001, Brian Reese founded Santa Mail to create letters from Santa to send to children. Parents could visit the website, request a letter from Santa to their kids for a small price of only $10. In just a short amount of time, Santa Mail had become $1 million idea.
Well, congratulations.
But he has to turn around and write all those letters.
You can do it with AI now.
True. Didn't even think about that.
Done.
$1 million.
You don't even go to work anymore.
Nope.
That's a heck of a deal. Here's one that, again, you just don't think about this stuff. Paul Brown was the owner of a precision molding company when he had an idea to invent a plastic bottle closure that would allow things to dispense upside down.
Yep.
And so he developed a pedal design valve that worked for shampoo. And in 1991, he hit it really big after Heinz Ketchup approached him and says, "Can you put that on my ketchup bottle?" Well, yes, I can.
Clean out the shampoo and put in some ketchup.
And so you know how that works. You can hold those upside down all day long and nothing goes out until you squeeze it.
It's brilliant.
Brilliant. He's earned $13 million off of just thinking about how to dispense ketchup and shampoo.
Brilliant and profitable.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
I think I'll go with this one. So dance. We all heard about Riverdance, right?
Oh yeah,
So Bill Whalen composed a score and turned it into a 7-minute piece of
that was
music
really cool.
known as Riverdance. Michael Flatley decided to turn that piece into a full-length production. Riverdance is now played in more than 15,000 performances and been seen live by more than 30 million people across the globe. Riverdance has grossed over $1 billion, and Flatley is estimated to be worth more than $300 million.
I don't think he dances any longer.
So I think if I remember correctly, when I did this, I edited some of it out. So Flatley didn't compose it, didn't do anything. He was one of the dancers in the first 7-minute thing, and then he took it from there.
Yeah, he was the guy that was kind of the centerpiece.
Yeah,
wasn't he?
so he was not just a dancer. I mean, he was good at it, but
Mm-hmm.
he didn't create it or anything. He just one of the dancers and did a 7-minute thing and thought, you know what?
He was a good looking dude. He kind of had the long hair, didn't he?
Yeah, and he
Longer.
could move his feet like nobody's business.
You
and
ain't kidding.
so now he's worth $300 million.
Just so, I don't know. Where am I coming up short?
Yeah, I don't know.
I need
Mom
an
says
idea.
don't get a big mouth Billy Bass for your grandkids unless you want to be ready to hear it nonstop. And that is
That's
true.
like anything. Don't give him a
That-
harmonica for God's
Exactly.
sake. Those are all kinds of things to steer clear of. Okay, it's 7:40. Let's take our last break because we need to get set for Friday.
Exactly.
All right, we'll be right back.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Celebrate the season at the Mount Pleasant Festival of Lights. With over 180 dazzling light displays, it's the perfect holiday tradition for families, friends, and loved ones. Experience the magic from the comfort of your car, and on select nights, bring the kids to meet Santa himself. Don't miss this enchanting event that brings holiday spirit to life. For directions, dates, times, and ticket info, head to oldthreshers.com. The Mount Pleasant Festival of Lights, where holiday magic comes to life.
Ahoy, morning breathers. Welcome back to Friday's Morning Breath.
Friday.
Before we get too far, before we get completely set for the day,
Yeah. Just going to get partially set for the day first.
well, we're going to get set for, I believe Nikki G's you got a laser show going on tonight. Oh,
No,
when is it? Next week?
21st.
All right, let's talk about it because I'm not sure what it is. That's a means for you to go.
So we do a laser show, and last year we did one, and I think it was on Washington Live for it,
Okay.
or a couple years ago,
right.
whenever we did it. But we do a laser show out at Community Theater. It's all set to Christmas music.
Christmas music.
Yep, Christmas. And there's some special effects in there.
Pretty cool thing.
It is.
You did this for the first time a few years ago
Yeah.
out at the theater, and I went to that. It was honking cool.
Cool.
You got good music going. And,
Oh yeah.
it's a cool deal. So tell us how do we get in there and so on and so forth.
So you can go to Facebook to Laserlight Orchestra,
Okay.
and our website's on there. Purchase your tickets through the website, and it's reserved seating.
Can we get them at the door?
You can get them at the door as well.
Good, because some of us don't have Facebook.
True.
What am I to do?
So, but yeah, you can go to Facebook. You can go to laserlightorchestra.com, I believe is what the website is.
Laserlightorchestra.com. I can get my tickets there.
Yep.
Or I can just walk in.
Or you can walk in,
All right.
card cash,
Very good. What day is this again?
21st.
December 21. 1 day only?
1 day only.
One performance, one
One
day
performance only.
only?
1 day
I
only.
strongly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's really entertaining. There's no swearing.
Nope.
I mean, it's better than this show. I will let a shit fly every once in a while. So,
You notice he made a point to say he do take cash, not just
I
just
didn't
card.
say, do you take cash?
We do.
I love that.
Cash is king.
There's a story I just read about that too.
Yeah, well, we had a conversation about it the other day.
Well, that's
It's all
boy,
good.
Don't get me on that.
I know.
That's a bad one.
Should we get set for the day?
Okay, fine. If you want to be in a hurry.
What? Like this is gonna go quickly. It's 7:45 a.m. It is the 6th day of December. We are on episode 207.
Look at it. It says right there, 207.
207.
But we are December, January, 2 months
I know.
from
Actually,
1 year.
2 months yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So
How about that?
yeah. Well, we haven't made it yet, but
No, we still gotta get
we're
there.
getting closer. Temperature right now in Fairfield, Mount Pleasant, and Washington is a balmy 16 degrees.
What are the odds?
It's mostly sunny.
16 on all three?
All three.
All right.
According to my Apple weather. Mostly sunny this afternoon and clear this evening. Today, a high of 37. And that starts a streak where we're above freezing. It's going to be 50s this weekend, kids. So,
Balmy. Let's lay out a little bit. Catch some rays.
yeah, but a low of 23. So go in before it gets dark.
Well, sure.
Things to do in Fairfield. There will be a Christmas craft and vendor fair at the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. presented by Ann Krause. Mount Pleasant Christian School's annual Christmas market is from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday. Bake sale, concessions, door prizes, and mini vendors for your Christmas shopping. And lots of things happening around Washington this weekend, including Breakfast with Santa at Hy-Vee, the YMCA's Holiday Bazaar, a free Muni Band concert at Emmanuel Lutheran, and more.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. You got more, or you just want to say that?
I just wanted to say that.
All right. I'm just waiting. I'm just like, okay.
I'm just letting you know today, aren't I?
Jeff says his morning breath weekend takeaway today is stoned koalas. If you got to take something
I like
away,
that. The three big things. We should have a what did everybody take away today's show?
well,
Stone koalas. Thank
Stone
you, Jeff.
koalas. If you got to take something away from today, that might as well be it.
That's a good one.
And
the fact that chlamydia was spelled correctly.
and Ray
I was
spelled
really impressed with Ray on that
Ray
one.
spelled chlamydia
I mean,
correctly.
I looked it up. He spelled it right.
He did. On this day in 1884, the Washington Monument was completed.
Yeah, it sure was.
That's it. That's the whole thing. But
Well, there was other things too. We just didn't write them down.
I did not write them down.
Man, thoughtful pause there. We had to collect
I'm
yourself.
still thinking.
Okay.
All right. What is this? What is a scarecrow's favorite fruit?
I don't know.
It'd be different if he was hanging out with koalas, I think. Mm-hmm. But as it is, his favorite fruit, strawberries.
Did you know that one, Nikki?
I did not know that one.
God dang it. Why didn't I think of that?
Besides eucalyptus, what's a koala's favorite food? Nothing.
Taco Bell?
Taco Bell.
That's my best guess.
You could be right. You could be right. They just wonder why there's a Taco Bell in the Australian outback.
Taco Bell is just blindly taking boxes of Taco Bell after the eucalyptus trees. And they're cashless, so they play with Bitcoin and stuff.
They pay.
They never know.
eucalyptus.
Yeah, all kinds of things to talk about there. Well, everybody, this is we're going to make this the end of the show.
Yeah, I
because
think it's time.
just time.
It's time.
Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Make sure you like, share, and
And go get your koala stoned.
what else? Yeah. Grab a koala or try some eucalyptus.
I don't know.
Some of those leaves and eat them. Have a great weekend. We will be back Monday with God knows who.
Yeah.
And who knows what we'll talk about. Hopefully, you'll be like Jeff and learn something. All right. We'll see you on Monday.